Hey, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to smash the subscribe button and join the fam. Welcome back to another review video, and the topic of today's video will be the One Piece manga chapter 926 titled The Prisoner Mine. So basically in this chapter not much has been shown to be happening, but in fact a lot happened in this chapter. So basically what happened in this chapter is that the rebellion has found more new allies. The first ally to be is Kamazo the Manslayer, and the second one to be the Witching Our Boy. Now this is just a guess from my side, but I think that Kamazo the Manslayer could be the second samurai, who is one of the three strongest samurais in the country. The reason why I'm saying that there's a chance that Kamazo could be Kawamatsu or Denjiro, one of those two, because if you go and check out the outline shadow that Oda had for the three samurais, you will see that Shutenmaru had that small club-like ponytail, and that had been difficult to notice, but that ponytail had been there in the outline. And Kamazo, he has the same ponytail as one of those three samurais in the outline, and seeing that Shutenmaru had the same ponytail as Ashura, and that is how the link that is how the foreshadowing had been done. So there's a high chance that Kamazo is the newest samurai. And after he went into hiding, and after those 20 years, he changed his name to Shutenmaru. From Ashura he changed it to Shutenmaru. So based on this, there's a high chance that Kawamatsu could have changed his name to Kamazo, or Denjiro could have changed his name to Kamazo, because he's one of the retainers of Oden, and that makes things problematic. So that's why maybe I think he changed his name. The weapons collection date and time was revealed, the exact time that they will be doing it and the day. Then we have another new character. There are in fact two new mystery characters introduced in this chapter. The first one is, it was shown to be a dark outline, and he was supposed to be targeting Sanji. But the reason why I think that he is a mystery character is because, and it will be an important character later on in the future, because the character was a shadow and there was just the eye, the typical mystery character thingy. It seems that he was like angry at Sanji. The reasons could be possibly because Sanji is getting a reputation to be as a chef, or he's being a playboy. That's why that made the mystery character get angry. It could be one of those two. And in the final pages of the chapter, we see again Karibo. And if you guys don't remember who Karibo is, he was that guy who had the mud fruit, and he tried to pick up a fight against Pecoms in the Fishman Island, and he tried to go against the Straw Hats crew, and he kidnapped the mermaids. So he has a long history, but he was last seen when he had been beaten up by Pecoms in Fishman Island. After that there was no mention about him, and it seems that somehow from the Fishman Island he ended up reaching into Wano. It just seems strange, like how the hell did he end up reaching Wano? And he's caught as a prisoner, so it means, like, I know he's a small minor villain, he doesn't have much strength, he has the potential to be strong, but he is not strong at all. So Oda must somehow have plans for Karibo, because that's why he placed him in the prisoner mines. Now the major important part of this entire chapter are these two topics. Like these two main important things are there that are extremely important in this chapter. The first one is the mystery prisoner who was there, like who had been shown to be as an outline, and it seems that he wasn't supposed to be given fishes at all. Don't know the reason at all, but it seems that he is extremely strong because he wasn't released from his cell. The reason could be that he finished his work and he is inside the cell, or the second thing is that he has a restriction placed upon him that he should not be released from his prison cell. So if it is one of these two, that means that he is extremely strong. And like we've seen how Luffy and Kid work in this chapter, like the entire amount of work they managed to complete, and if this prisoner managed to finish it faster than those two, that means he's a monster already. And if we push this reason aside, like he is not allowed to work, if we think on this theory, it means that he is so strong that he doesn't even have to work. Like Kaido thinks it to be a danger for having him work, and that's why he has him in his cell, and which he didn't do for Luffy and Kid. So it means that he's a strong character, and there is a possibility that he could somehow be related to one of that fake posts that came out last week. I don't know whether you checked it out or not, but it was shown to be telling about the One Piece 905 spoilers. There was some kind of guy who was training Luffy. It was fake, but the website was reputed, so I can't believe how they managed to end up getting such fake spoilers. But if we use that theory that maybe it is true, then it means that this guy, he is somewhat strong, like he is dangerous, and that's why there's a high chance that he could end up siding with Luffy. Even if he doesn't side up with Luffy or Kid, he will be against Kaido. That's why he's in the prison. And the last important point of this chapter is that Luffy and Kid are getting trained in this cell. So what basically happens is, you guys know that the sea stone cuffs, they are supposed to drain out the entire energy of the devil fruit users. And before, in the previous chapters, if once Luffy was chained by those sea stone cuffs, he wasn't even able to move. His strength would get drained away. And now, even despite having those sea stone cuffs on him, he's still able to go around working. Both of them, meaning Luffy and Kid, both of them are able to work so much hard just in their base form without using their devil fruit abilities. The reason why I am saying that this is a training going on is because up till now they've been relying on their devil fruit abilities and not on their main as a human like their strength as a human and their strength as a devil fruit user. Up till now, Luffy has been increasing his strength as a devil fruit user. He's upgraded his abilities to gear 2nd, gear 3rd and gear 4th, but he hasn't upgraded his base form at all. Like as a human, he hasn't increased his strength at all. And wearing those sea stone cuffs, it completely separates away his devil fruit ability and his human form. So up till now, what all the work he does in the coming chapters, it'll be in his base form. Like he'll have to use his own brute strength without relying on his ability to get all the work done. Because in the few days that have spanned from the previous chapter and this chapter, we know that Luffy he has somehow become used to wearing the sea stone cuffs. Because if you guys remember in Pankhasar, when he had been chained using those sea stone chains, he was so weakened that he couldn't even do anything. And now he's wearing those sea stone cuffs, and despite that he's still able to do all this work. So it's kind of like training with a limiter on. And this idea, there is if you can't understand what I'm saying, go check out Yu Yu Hakusho's training. Like when he was supposed to be training for the tournament, he had his training done in a similar fashion. He had limiters on him, and removing the limiters increased his overall strength again. I hope you guys understood that, because I'm not much good of a explainer, so I hope you guys understand that. And yeah, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys liked this video. And if you did, be sure to hit that like button. And can we get this video to around 5 likes? So I hope you guys liked this, and comment down what you guys thought about this review, and comment down what you guys thought about this chapter. And I hope you guys have an amazing day ahead of you. Until later, Manga fans, bye.